Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a very long time since I've sat down and filmed. I feel like it's been roughly a month, maybe like 3 weeks, I don't even know. So today I'm going to do a chatty get ready with me and give you like a little bit of a life update. There's so much that I want to film, but I feel like because I've been away for so long I need to just kind of update you on why I've not been filming basically. And also today we're going to play with a brand new palette. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. This is what it looks like. It does come with a little brush, but I've just taken that out for the minute. So this was literally released like a week ago, maybe less than a week ago in the UK, and I very luckily managed to get my hands on it. But I've heard so many mixed reviews. I haven't even like played with it yet, I've barely touched it. So I've heard so many mixed reviews. Some people are saying that they love it, some people are saying the formula's really powdery, some people are saying they don't blend well, some people are saying that it's amazing. So I thought that seeing as it's brand new and still fresh, I would come on here, play with it today and kind of give you my first impressions, thoughts as I'm using it. So these are the colours. Again, there are so many gorgeous shades. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. I'm just very much drawn to all of these colours though. Like, I'm kind of over summer. I know everyone keeps shouting at me for saying it, but I'm ready for like autumn, winter. I'm ready for, you know, autumnal colours, berry lips, purples, greens, burnt oranges. I'm ready for boots and tights. So this palette was just like screaming my name when I saw it. I just had to get it. So yeah, let's start playing around with it and see what we come up with. So as per usual, I'm just starting off with one of the NYX shadow sticks as a base just before I start putting any shadow on, just because I think that these give a smoother application of eyeshadow if you've got something creamy going on your lid already. This is just the shade Yogurt. So as to why I've been away, basically I had the British Style Collective. That was like the beginning of July, so it literally has been like a month since I filmed, because it's now the 31st of July. And basically that weekend just went so quick, like it was absolutely amazing. My vlog for that is now live, so I'll leave a link down below for that. And then that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then literally on the Monday I went on holiday. So we only went to a little caravan park in Yorkshire. We didn't like go abroad or anything. And my plan was to get loads of work done that week, loads of vlogging done, loads of writing, try and edit as much as I could, but we had like no signal. So it was literally, we were just in the middle of nowhere essentially. It was really cute and really pretty, but there was just no means to get anything done. So I just took a week away from it all, away from vlogging. I couldn't even really get on social media. But yeah, so that week just kind of went really quick then. And then it's just been like crazy busy since I've got home. I don't even know what I've been doing, it's just been madness. So yeah, that's why today is the first chance I've had to actually sit down, get myself together and film a video. Right, let's jump into this palette. First off, I want to talk about the packaging. So it's the same as the Modern Renaissance packaging. It's that lovely like velvety feel to it. Now when I first got Modern Renaissance, I loved the look of it. I wasn't impressed because it stains very easily, but then as I use it more, I've kind of learned to love the fact that it stains. I think that palettes that get a little bit messy as you use them and that stain a little bit, like it just shows that they're well loved. My Modern Renaissance palette is so well loved, it's ridiculous. It's dirty, there's like powder all along here, but it is one of my favourite palettes. I use it every day, so it just goes to show how much I love it, and that's how I see it. So I actually really like the packaging and I love the colour as well, it's so pretty. I think I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is Dawn, and start putting that in the crease. It's just like a very bone coloured shadow. So that is quite powdery straight away, like the powder just come off it, but it's not horrendous. It's not like as bad as some people are making it out to be fair. Can you hear Barney barking in the background? He also has an operation, that's another reason that I've been away. We had him castrated, neutered, whatever you want to call it. So he was a little bit under the weather, so I was just kind of looking after him for a few days. He's feeling really sorry for himself, but he's so naughty because he was pretending that he couldn't walk. Like, me and my mum thought that maybe it was hurting him to walk after he had it done, so we'd like pick him up and, you know, carry him places. And my dad was like, he's having his on, he's 100% having his on, and I was like, no, he just can't walk, like, I'm such a softie with him. And then my granddad came into the house and he ran across the living room and jumped up on the couch. So my dad was right, he was having me on, and now he just keeps barking thinking that I'm going to pick him up, and he's just never getting picked up ever again because he's cheeky. So I've also heard reports that this doesn't blend very well, but I am not having any issues with blending this colour. It's gone on really smoothly, the colour is nice, the pigmentation is good. It is powdery, but it's no more powdery than the Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm not really having any major issues so far. I know I've only used one colour, but I don't know, I feel like maybe some people are exaggerating. I feel like there's so much choice in this palette that I don't even know where to start with it. Like, I don't know what I want to do. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is New Wave. It looks quite yellow on the monitor there, but it's actually more like orangey, like a pale burnt orange is the best way to describe it. So I think I'm going to go in with that and just see kind of what happens. Now that is a little bit more powdery. Okay, so can you see how that's kind of gone after me just putting my brush in it? So that is quite powdery, to be fair, like a little bit more than usual, but it's not like, it's not the end of the world. Fair enough if the whole thing just fell out, then I could understand why people had the problem, but like ABH shadows are quite powdery anyway. I think it's just something that comes with their formula, so I'm not too bothered by it. And the good thing about them being powdery is that you only actually need a small amount of them, like a little bit goes a very long way. But again, I'm having like no issues with blending here. I don't, you know, it's blending quite nicely, so no complaints from me so far. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the shade All Star and kind of deepen that crease a little bit just on the outer corners. I still might try and bring some of like the greeny shades in with this. I feel like I could use them all together, so I'm just want to have a play around today. Like, I've got nothing in mind, so let's just go in with that. And again, that one's nowhere near as powdery. To be honest, I think it's just a case of like some of the shades are a bit more powdery than others, and that's possibly to do with the colouring in it. The paler shades so far, like Dawn and New Wave, were a little bit more powdery, whereas there's like, you know, there's no powder residue on that where I've just tapped it. So I think it's just a case of the formula. I mean, if yours is really bad, then maybe you've got a dodgy batch, but mine, like, I've got no complaints, as I said. That shade is just giving me life. Okay, so I kind of ended up just putting that colour like all on the outer V of my eye, and again, it's like blended so nice. I'm just like dead happy with this palette so far. I can't wait to like continue. I feel like this video is going to be so long because I'm really taking my time to play with it. I want to like really, you know, see what it's like. I don't want to rush through it, and I also want to chat a bit, but when I'm blending I just like can't chat and blend at the same time. I just can't do that, so yeah. Okay, so next I'm going to take the shade Adorn, which is this like metallic bronzy shade, and I am going to put this like on the inner corner of my lid. See what it looks like. I hope that the camera is like picking up these colours well, because honestly in real life they just look so good. They look insane and they all go so well together, like they're so complementary. And I know that that's the point of the palette, but sometimes I find that you can buy palettes and in the pan they all look like they'd go together, but when you put them on your eye they all just kind of blend into one, which is not what you want if you're paying like, you know, £40 for a palette. But these really stand out, like they complement each other so well, but they do stand out, and I love that. And then I'm just going to go back in with that little fluffy brush that I used before and just make sure there's no harsh lines between those two colours. Just blend them together nicely. Okay, so I'm going to come close to the camera and show you what I've done so far. I hope that it picks up, as I say, I hope it picks up the colours, but I am really impressed with it. But I do feel like I could bring some of the darker greens into on my lower lash line. I'm going to have a play around with them, so let's see what's going on. Okay, so I'm just taking a flat brush and I'm going to take the shade Axis, which is this like really dark greeny shade here. I'm just going to take that. Now again, that's quite powdery. It's not too bad. And I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. That is pigmented. Like on another level of pigment. And I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and just blend that out. So this one is a little bit more tricky to blend, but I think darker colours sometimes just require a little bit more work anyway. I feel like it might sound like I'm just trying to justify why the palette's good, because I know there's been so many bad reviews, but for me you can't like use something once and just judge it straight away. You've got to work with the product and try and make it work for you. That's how I always do my makeup. If something doesn't work for me first time, I'll try it with different, you know, different brushes, or like in a different way, or with a different combination of colours or whatever. So first impressions, I am really impressed, and I do just think that sometimes darker colours take a little bit more work really to get them really blended. Okay, so now I'm going to go in to the shade Edge and just blend that underneath and like in with that green just to lighten it up a little bit. I feel like I'm playing a game of how many eyeshadows from one palette can we fit onto your eyes, but it's a fun game. And then just as a little final touch, I'm going to take the shade Cube. So this looks white in the palette, but I think Norvina has explained it like 100 times now. It's got like purpley lilac reflex in it. So I've got a few shadows like this. It's not the first colour that I've seen like this. But I like shadows like this. They look, you know, not really anything special in the pan, but once you put them on, it's quite magical to watch them as the colour really comes through. So I'm just going to put this in my inner corner just to kind of pull it all together. Okay, so my camera just cut out as I was about to put liner and lashes on, so I've just done that off camera, save a little bit of time. The camera just overheated and like died to death. So I'm just going to move on to my face now. I'm going to start off with my Lizelle Skin Repair Moisturiser. So important to moisturise your skin before you put any kind of makeup on it, but leave your moisturiser to soak in for a second. Like, don't just jump straight in there with primer and foundation. Gotta let this soak. Okay, so just while that's soaking in for a second, overall first impressions of this palette, I actually really love it. The shades, some of them are powdery, but they are not too powdery. They're no more powdery than the Modern Renaissance palettes, and nobody seems to have a problem with that. The pigmentation is incredible, and they are so blendable. As I say, the only one that I struggled to blend was the darker one, but I tend to find that dark colours don't blend as easily anyway, because you can see a lot more like where they haven't blended. With a pale colour or a skin tone colour or, you know, anything like that, you can't really see, you know, I don't know how to explain it other than say they just blend easier. Just because they're a little bit paler, they're not as noticeable if it hasn't blended properly. So I don't think that's a fault with the formula. I think it's just a case of it being a dark shade. The shade range inside of this is beautiful, and it is, you know, in my opinion, perfect for this time of year, perfect for autumn and winter, and all of the colours go really well together. So I have used All Star, Axis, New Wave, Edge, Adorn and Cube, and they are all like quite a different range. There's like this one, these two here, this one. You know, you wouldn't normally pair those kinds of shades together necessarily, but they work really well together in my opinion. And I'm actually amazed up with how this look turns out on my eyes. So if you're thinking about it, I would definitely get it. I also love the fact as well that Norvina, who is Anastasia's daughter, who like, you know, does all the product design, she, you know, is a really creative one within the business. She puts so much effort into her products. Like, if you follow her on Snapchat or Instagram stories, she shows you how much she's working, and she always talks about how she would never release a product if she wasn't like obsessed with it herself and she wasn't 100% happy with it. And I like that. Some brands to me like throw things together and you don't really see the creative process, and it's just another product to them, whereas it's such a passion to her that, like, you know, she loves the products herself and she loves what she's doing. And their customer service as well is amazing. When I ordered my Nicole Guerrero glow kit from them, a couple of the shades were broken when it arrived, and like no issue, they asked me to send them a photo just to like show where it was broken, and they sent me a brand new one. So, you know, when a brand is that dedicated to its customers, I just think it's always worth shopping from them, and they're a brand to stay faithful to. And you know, I will. So definitely have a look at this. If you're thinking about it, I would definitely go for it. But let me know if you've got it, what you think, what your experience has been like, and let me know if you do get it, what you think when it arrives. Yeah. So I'm now just going to prime my face with my Too Faced Hangover primer. Just a couple of pumps of this. I think this is still my favourite primer that I've tried, at least this year. It just makes my skin feel so lovely. Now I'm going to add a little bit of colour correcting concealer from NYX. Just a little bit of peach under there to get rid of the blueness that I've got around my eyes that I just cannot seem to get rid of. I've literally tried everything, and I just think I'm going to have to deal with it forever, basically. I feel very far away all of a sudden. I'm also going to add some of these Topshop Glow Drops. These are the shade Phoenix, just to my cheeks. I'm not like properly dabbing them on because a little bit goes a long way. I'm just, you know, using what's on the applicator and just tapping that to my cheeks. And I'm just using that same brush to just blend them out. They give such an incredible glow. Now moving on to foundation, I am taking my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea water foundation. I've literally used this every day since I got it, like every day that I've worn makeup. I love the little applicator, the way it pumps out like this. And then you just squeeze it onto your face, like so. And then it just blends out so like flawlessly and smoothly with a damp beauty blender. Kind of expected this to not be as full coverage as it is as well. Normally lighter foundations, I like a light foundation that's full coverage, that's what I tend to go for. But sometimes lighter foundations you don't get that coverage with them, you have to build it. So this is completely buildable, you can put as little or as much on as you want basically. But I do find that I don't need to like layer it up for it to be full coverage. Just a couple of drops on like each area of my face tends to do the trick, and it does spread quite far, so I won't like apply extra around my nose and my chin. I'll just pull that from my cheeks. And that tends to be all you need with it. To be honest with you then, I've never really met a Tarte product that I haven't loved. So I only started using their stuff a few months ago. Casey from Casey Beauty uses it all the time, and I was just seeing it all over Instagram and it just looks so appealing to me that I had to just invest. So I just ordered a couple of bits from their website and from QVC, and literally, so it's like right up there with my favourite brands now. I just think all of their stuff is such high quality. It's not unreasonably priced in my opinion. And the fact that they do like free shipping to the UK, and they'll often do like offers even for like people in the UK so we can get money off from their website. So the customs fees can be quite expensive, but tell you what's good about it, if you select one of the shipping options, it gives you pay your customs fees like upfront, which means that you won't arrive home one day to find a big customs bill at your door, which there's like nothing more annoying than that in my opinion. You've already paid that before it's even left Tarte's like warehouse, so when it arrives you can just enjoy it and you're not worried about paying any more to whoever delivers it. I feel like if all companies that ship from America did that, I would be so much more inclined to shop from America a lot more. But honestly, it stresses me out when you order a product that you've paid a lot for. I'm just like throwing my beauty blender. When you've paid a lot for and it arrives and you're left with like another 20, 30, 40 pounds to pay, like how annoying is that? As if you haven't paid enough. Okay, so now I'm going in with a little bit of concealer. Again, this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer. And again, I've used this like every day since I've got it. You don't need a lot of this, and I tend to pull it a little bit lower because it blends quite high up. You don't want to put it right underneath your eyeshadow, or you'll just like end up with it over your eyeshadow, and all your hard work and all your hard blending will be for nothing. So don't do that. Just nice and lightly. Setting some of the more oily areas of my face. Okay, before we continue with makeup, I'm just like need to reply to a tweet. I'm like raging a little bit. Story time coming up. So I tweeted saying that size 12 is not large and it needs to stop being classified as large. That's a women's size 12 in clothing, not in shoe sizes. Shoe sizes is completely different. But I'm sick of going online and looking and seeing like extra small, extra small, medium, large, and the large is a size 12. I'm not being funny, it's not large, okay? And it's so annoying because for young girls in particular, I'm not saying it's only young people that are affected, but telling them that they are a large if they're a size 12 is so damaging, and like that's not a big size, do you know what I mean? A 14 isn't large either, or a 16 or 18. These days sizes are there's a lot more size range, and I think classifying a size that's actually quite small as a large is so unhealthy. But people, I mean like a lot of people agree with me apparently, but then it just pops up saying that somebody replied saying it is large, and it looks like they've deleted their tweet, which I'm glad about because I hope that they've realised that they're wrong, because it's not large. But I just can't cope, and I think as well, like, fair enough, it's not like, you know, whatever size you are, it's not an issue. You'll never get judgment from me over what size clothes you wear, but I think that we need to ditch just the small, medium, large element of it. What's wrong with just 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, etc.? Why do companies feel the need to try and label them as small, medium and large? Like, there's no need for it. You're just playing a silly game, and I think it just needs to be packed in. So I'm sorry for that little rant, but it genuinely like grinds my gears when people are like, oh, it just winds me up. Something terrible. I feel very passionate about this subject. I'm sick of seeing people being body shamed and of seeing people body shaming other people. Can we not get past that now? Can we just move on? Can we ditch small, medium and large? Thanks. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to use this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in medium deep to contour with. I've been loving this for contouring. It's like the perfect matte shade, and it's not like orangey, so you're not going to look tangled with it. It is really nice, and it blends really nice as well. I feel like this video is so random, like a life update and a few little rants mixed in with it. Sometimes it's just good to sit and vent. Like, you guys can turn me off, but I wouldn't know you're turning me off while I'm venting. When you're sitting with people and they tell you to shut up, it's like, that's rude. Do you know what I mean? I've also been loving this brush. This is a Crown Pro Dome blending brush, and it's just like the perfect size and shape for contouring. It just sits in the like contours of my cheeks perfectly, and I feel like I've been missing out by not using it for all these years, to be honest. Okay, so next I'm going to take a little bit of this Pixie Beauty lip and cheek stain. It's not a stain, just a lip and cheek balm, and this is the shade Baby Petal. So I'm literally just going to put a little bit of this on my fingers and like dab it on my cheeks, just to give a nice rosy glow. Pixie is another brand that I've been loving lately as well. They very kindly sent me some goodies, which I am going to come on and show you all of them in another video, because they've literally just sent me so much amazing stuff, and everything I've used so far I've been really impressed with. A few products in particular that have just blown me away. Like, I hadn't used Pixie previously, so I was very excited when the boxes arrived at my door, but some of them, like, the products are insane, and I can't believe that I've only just started using them. Like, I feel like they're a bit life-changing, some of them. Next, I'm going in with my New Look bronzer. It's a baked bronzer, and I'm just taking this brush, which I used to use to contour with. I'm literally just taking a little bit of this on here and kind of putting it over the blush just to warm up my face a bit. It's not easy to talk and apply brush. And again, just like warming up my forehead too. Next, I'm just taking some loose powder on my Beauty Blender and baking. I've also found recently that I just put a little bit of powder on like my chin and forehead where I tend to get a bit oilier. I will wipe it off, but I don't like heavy bake it the way that I do here. Like, you can't see the powder, but in those areas where I get a little bit oily, this just really helps keep everything in place. Now for highlighter, I'm using my Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow, so this shade right here. This is really the only shade I ever use in this palette. I wish that they did it individually. Like, don't get me wrong, the blush shade's really pretty. The more bronzy shade is just, it's not the right shade for my skin tone, so I don't ever really use that. But I'm just drawn to the highlighter so much more than the other products. Special guest Bonnie came to say hi. Oh, thank you for a nice kiss. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, yes. Oh, are you saying hello? Is that say hi? Yeah. I know, you look startled. You do. You look startled. It's okay. Oh, thank you. Please don't let me makeup off though. Look, there's you. There's you. Yeah, look, there's you. Say hi. Yeah. Oh, no wonder you're a grouch with me. I'm a nuisance. Okay, so while my face is baking, I'm going to move on to lips. So I'm just starting off with this Gerard Cosmetics lip liner, which is like Dying a Death. And in sticking with the ABH theme today, I'm going to use one of her lipsticks. This is the shade Ashton, I think. Here it is. Just keeping it quite neutral on the lips. Can you hear my brother shouting in the background? Just shout a bit louder. So I'm just going to wipe my bake off now, just using this big fluffy brush. And then I'm just going to blend everything together with this big Crown Duofiber stipple brush. And then the final step is to take some setting spray. So this is a Pixie setting spray. This is the Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea. I've been loving this, so I'm just going to take this, get my hair out of the way. It smells so nice as well. And then what I've been doing is just taking my beauty blender once I put my setting spray on and just like tapping it into my skin, and I find that it just makes the makeup look more skin-like, if that makes sense. Kind of like you're glowing from within. So now that that is all done, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sorry it's been a long one, but I just felt like I needed to come on and like update you on what's been happening with my life, basically. I am obsessed with the palette. I love all the makeup that I've used today. It's like my current favourite in terms of face makeup, but I will be filming more videos this week and getting more going for you. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Subscribe if you feel like it. Tell your mum, your nan, your sister, your brother, just tell everyone about the video if you've enjoyed it. And let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on the palette are, what videos you'd like to see, what you think of this look. Just leave me a little comment, let me know that you're here. And until next time, I will speak to you guys soon. Bye!